Hi everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic.com, back again with another news update, this time featuring a surprise Christmas cameo from a beloved Hollywood star. And then after we've talked about that, we'll talk about NXT's first airing on television, and then we'll talk about a new world title in Ring of Honor. Don't forget as well to join us. First of all, at Bar Wrestling in California, Macauley Culkin of Home Alone fame interfered in a 6-person tag team match between Joey Ryan, Candice LeRae, and Dick Justice, Ross's favourite wrestler, and the heel team of Peter Avalon, Ray Rosas, and former WWE superstar, former Cruiserweight champion, Swoggle, or Hornswoggle, as he was then known. But this wasn't any normal interference from Macauley Culkin, it was a Home Alone themed interference. First of all, he got a bucket full of like little balls, rolled them into the ring, and then two of the heels slipped and took big comedy back bumps. It was great. And then he climbed up onto the second turnbuckle. He had a bucket attached to a string, and he sort of swung that into Hornswoggle's face, and then did we'll call it a splash. He did a splash from the second rope, and it was all right. It was okay. Macauley Culkin, of course, is a huge wrestling fan. He's appeared on Raw before in the crowd. I think he also appeared in a backstage segment in 2009 where Chavo Guerrero and Hornswoggle were having a Falls Count Anywhere match. Hornswoggle won it via sort of Home Alone-y methods, and then Macauley Culkin appeared and went, "That's not funny." And but it was, obviously it was hilarious. I'm not going to do the thing. I'm not going to...
Do the thing, do the...
Is that...
do it.
There'll be comparisons, won't there? Even though I don't look anything like him. But Now let's talk about NXT, because this week we saw their first airing on television. The USA Network is in the middle of WWE Holiday Week, and rather than being confined to just the network, the WWE Network, NXT was also shown on television and drew just over 840,000 viewers, which is... It doesn't sound like too much when you compare it to the Raw and SmackDown figures. Raw, for example, this week had about 2.68 million viewers, but when you consider the kind of lack of promotion that NXT has compared to the main roster shows and the lack of history and renown, that's pretty good. In my opinion, that's a pretty good figure for the first appearance of NXT, the first airing on television. That show was main evented by Adam Cole versus Aleister Black to determine who will go into the Fatal 4-Way match for the #1 contendership to the NXT Championship, and it was won by Aleister Black in about 7 minutes. Quite a shockingly short match, but then in an hour-long show, I guess you can't have too many matches go too long. And finally, over in Ring of Honor, there is a new Ring of Honor World Championship. Cody Rhodes unveiled it during an interview this week. It's kind of very ornate and sparkly and golden. We'll throw up a picture of that right now. This weekend, it's Ring of Honor Final Battle, where Cody will defend that title against Dalton Castle. Other big matches on the show include Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray teaming up to take on the Briscoes in a New York street fight. The show, I should mention, is at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York, and Jay Lethal versus Marty Scurll. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching this news piece. I've been Jack from Cultaholic.com. Follow me on Twitter at JackTheJobber. Follow all of us at Cultaholic, and do please check out our Patreon, where you can donate if you wish. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget, of course, as I said earlier, to join us.